All right. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Monday night. That means many things, including most of us just got done with the first day of work of the week. Some of us are trying to get dinner right now, depending on where you are on the planet. Some breakfast, who knows? But it also means the keyboard warriors. Monday Night MMA Hangout is back. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Eddie Law. And this is your show. This is the show where you can tune in, hit up the chat, say what's up, send in your point of view. I'll literally post your comment on here if you're if possible, and give your opinion. We'll actually have a real discussion about the world of MMA and anything else. Really, to be completely honest, we talk about everything on there. For a while, it was almost a COVID show. It's just weird. We can talk about that too, because it's just getting fucking like, I mean, excuse me, it's been bad, but it's like getting to like the depressing part, like. But we could talk about it if you guys want to. We don't have to. It doesn't matter. But of course, this last weekend, I forgot to pull out the card like a fucking noob. UFC returned to the UFC Apex in Las Vegas with the main event of Eric Brunson against Edmund Shabazian. Co-main event, Jojo Calderwood against Jennifer Maia. Let's go over the entire card here while we give people a chance to jump in and join the chat. Shout out to everyone that's already here. You guys are dope. A lot of storylines too that I've been seeing this today. And by the way, if you have any of these topics you want to bring up, throw them in the chat. I'll hit them up. If you're on Sportscaster, hit me up on Twitter at Elaw31. And I will definitely throw in your questions or comments, whatever you got, topics, and we'll hang out for the next hour or so. Let's make it an hour. See what happens. Seen a lot of talk today about Khabib Nurmagomedov versus GSP. Little legacy fight or whatever they want to call it, super fight, whatever. A lot of talk about that. A lot of people are kind of excited for something that's not real yet. It could be real, don't get me wrong. But I think convincing GSP to come out of retirement for this one is it's going to be a rough one. But we can talk about that too. What up? Hey, it's been a while. How you doing? So let's talk about this last weekend. Of course, from the UFC Apex, the return to Las Vegas after felt like a long-ass time in Abu Dhabi. On Fight Island. First fight of the night, Jamal Emmers against Vince Canchero. Emmers pulls off a decision win. Then Nathan Maness gets that same decision win over Johnny Munoz. Jonathan Martinez knocking out or TKO on Frankie Saenz. I saw that ahead of time. And a lot of people were thinking that Frankie was going to be able to take it to him just based off of experience. But again, if you're in the game long enough, at some point, the game more than likely will pass you by. Very few people are able to like evolve their fight game the way like a GSP did, or what other examples can we think of someone that kind of evolved their game? Not really evolved. I mean, GSP came out and kind of just dominated and everything. He was like a wrestler that never wrestled. That dude was crazy. Anyway, so that was a prelim card. The main card kicked off with Lando Venata against Bobby Green. That was a fight. By the way, fight of the night. And Bobby Green said something about paying off his house with this money. Hey, if you can pay off your house with your, with your bonus and whatever you made on this fight, I don't know how much you made. Good for you, dog. Shit. I don't know where he lives, man, but that paid off house is every homeowner's dream. Not to send a stupid mortgage payment every month. Hey, what's up? Yeah. Anyway, so we're kicking off the. Before that, we talk about that fight. Bob Green versus Lando Venata. How much bullshit happened? Trevor was it Giles? Giles, what was his first name? Kevin Holland's supposed to fight Trevin Giles in the first fight of the main card, and then Trevin Giles passed out literally on his way to the walkout. He was supposed to go walk out, and dude passed the fuck out. No word yet, or fainted, but no word yet on why that happened, how that happened, whatever. But the commission obviously saw the shit, and they were like, "No, we're good." You even saw there was video of Giles on a chair, and he looked fine. He looked alert. He was awake, obviously. And his corners, his team was talking to the commission or the commission representative, like, "Come on, dude, let him fight. He wants to fight." And rightly so, honestly, it's probably for the best that didn't happen. Now, later on in the night, after her fight, Georgia Calderwood also friggin' fainted somehow, and which, around these COVID times is a reason to raise your eyebrow a little bit. Shout out to The Rock, who just bought the XFL. But, to raise your eyebrow a little bit and it makes you think twice about these kind of decisions. So I think it was a smart move. Make sure Trevor Giles is good. I hate it for him because whoever didn't fight didn't get paid. If you guys read all goes after the event, it was Dana White. No one that if you didn't fight, you're not getting paid. Now, word is that some of those people got some money, but definitely not even their show money, which fucking sucks. You showed up for work, you just weren't able to. It just didn't happen. Especially a guy like Kevin Holland, who wasn't able to actually fight. So I think there was another fight cancellation at some point before the night. So that's also something we gotta look at. But people not getting paid kind of fucking sucks, especially when they busted their ass and camp and all that to get to the fight, and they get to the fight and they just aren't able to fucking fight. So, by the way, heads up, apparently Twitter's having some kind of fucking problem with everything, and people aren't getting notifications, and they're not able to tweet out and all that shit. So, hopefully you guys get that notification that we're live, because I send that on Twitter. If you want to be added to the notification list, hit me up on Twitter at elaw32. Send me a DM and just let me know you want to be on the list, and I'll add your username. All right. So again, Bobby Green was Lando Venata. Bobby Green looked like he had fun in there. Like he looked loose, right? Not normally he's a little too loose. Like there's how many fights have we seen him lose where he came walking into the cage dancing and shit? I used to save the dancing for afterwards, but like he was so like unpredictable. Really, he kept his hands down a lot. Now he fired off punches from the waist, and Venata ate him. It seems like Venata's a very stationary target. Like he doesn't mind taking a shot. In fact, he almost prefers to take a shot. Like he's one of those guys that's willing to take like a dozen shots to land one, it seems. So last time these two fought, I want to say it's like a year or two ago, maybe longer. They fought to a draw, which if you know anything about Bobby Green, is this man loses decisions all the time. So to be able to get two in a row now is pretty solid for him. But Bobby Green, he just looked like probably the best he's ever looked, right? Probably. And Lando Venata looks like a guy who needs to get some things figured out. So, including like maybe some kind of defense. I don't know what the fuck's going on with that dude. Excuse me. Then Vicente Luque gets TKO's Randy Brown. I expected it. I fully expected that. Randy Brown got, I think, like a takedown. Let me see. Yeah, he got one takedown. He got 1 out of 2, so it's not bad as far as percentages. But Vicente Luque gets a TKO win. And then he calls out Nate Diaz in the post-fight press conference. Shoot your shot. That ain't gonna happen. It's not because Nate wouldn't fight him. It's because no one's gonna pay. The UFC's not gonna pay Nate big money to fight Vicente Luque. He's not. It's not happening. The only way that I think you get a Nate Diaz versus Luque fight is for Nate to be scheduled against somebody and that somebody falls out and Luque jumps in. So you can hope for it. It ain't gonna happen. I don't see it happening anyway. But that being said, if they made that fight, I'm not angry. I'm those. Come on, two guys that like the bang. You know what I'm saying? Stand and bang. They like to throw hands and fight and not go for takedowns and shit. I'm down with it. Then Jojo Calderwood gets tapped in the first round by Jennifer Maia. Jojo looked good up until that point, really. Like she looked solid, right? And funny enough, it's her takedown that got her subbed. Jennifer Maia's jiu-jitsu is as lethal as advertised, honestly. Although Jojo Calderwood isn't known for her jiu-jitsu, really. Dr. Nevo and all that. She's a Muay Thai girl. So she gets tapped out. It sucks because she took this fight, I think on short notice too, but she took this fight when she didn't really have to. She was more than likely next for a title shot. Let's be real. More than likely next for a title shot against Shevchenko. And then she takes this fight, which is risky to begin with, and then she loses. We can all appreciate a fighter's spirit to take a fight, anytime, anywhere, and all that. It's great. But you got to be, when you're that close to a title shot, I think you got to be a little bit of a businesswoman, a businessman, a business person. Be like, all right, fuck, if I take this fight, like, look, if you're a fighter, you're confident, like, I'll probably win this shit. But if I somehow lose this shit, that title shot's gone. Especially with a guy like Dana White. Yeah, it's, to me, I just think, again, not a lot of, big time challenges at 125. So she could still get that title shot. But I did see the Bullet tweeted out something or sent some kind of message to Jennifer Maia. So we'll see what happens with that. Then Ronda Rousey protege, for the lack of a better term, Edmund Shabazian gets TKO'd by Derek Brunson in a controversial ending. That fight ended in the third round. 26 seconds in. That fight should have probably ended at the end of the second. Like if you guys saw Brunson knocked him out, basically knocked him at the end of that round. And I thought Herb Dean waved it off, but apparently didn't because they go into the third round. And I hear you, man. Hey, how you doing, Liam? Hope you're doing good, my friend. But I thought for sure that was not going to go into the third round. So for it to go into the third round, that's 26 seconds, and even then, the stoppage was like that stoppage was a little questionable. Like that fight should have ended in the second round, right? Maybe the corner should have done something. I don't know. It's a weird thing. Now that wasn't supposed to be the main event. That was supposed to be the co-main event, but it ended up caught the COVID, unfortunately. So that Herb vs. Holly Holm got scrapped. By the way, I don't understand this all this hate for Holly Holm out of nowhere. Everybody mad at Holly Holm. I saw people tweeting now like, I'm so glad the Holm fight's not happening. She doesn't need any more main events. She doesn't deserve any more main events. This is all bullshit. I don't get that thought process, in my opinion. Like, I'm not saying she deserves a title shot by any means, but I am saying that, quit hating on the lady. What the fuck? My screen's tripping out here. So yeah, that was the UFC this last weekend. JoJo will still get a title shot eventually because bantamweight sucks. It is flyweight, but yeah. No, you're right. She probably still get a title shot, probably sooner than later. So anyway, so that was obviously UFC Vegas this last weekend. I think this weekend we have another one. We do have Dana White's Contender Series. It's a little loud. We do have Dana White's Contender Series tomorrow night because there was weigh-ins today. I didn't see the weigh-ins, and I honestly don't watch much of that show. I would if it wasn't on a Tuesday night. That's a little busy for me, so yeah. But this weekend we had back in the UFC Apex on ESPN Plus, Derek Lewis versus Alexei Oleinik, heavyweight fight, and a pretty I wouldn't say stacked. It's a lot of fights on here. This fight was like a fucking 9-fight card this last weekend. It was it was. I thought it was great. I like short cards because I can get back to life and just doing whatever the fuck I want. So this one allegedly starts off with Erwin Rivera against Ali Kaisi. Then Yusuf Salah versus Peter Barrett. Gavin Tucker versus Justin James. Andrew Sanchez against Wellington Turman. Nasrat Haqparast against Alex Munoz. And Tim Means, of course, we know Tim Means is the vet. Tim Means against Laureano Staropoli, who's also a bad motherfucker. Not a bad feature prelim. Beneil Dariush against Scott Holtzman. That's a solid fight. Beneil just pulls out bullshit when you don't think he will, honestly. Then Yana Kunitskaya against Julija however you say that, Stoliarenko. There you go. But there you go. Nice bantamweight battle, female fight, women's fight. Maki Patola against Darren Stewart, who I haven't seen in fucking forever. I haven't seen that dude fight forever. Then Omari Akhmadov against Chris Weidman. This is a soft fight for Weidman because I'm tired of seeing him get knocked the fuck out. So it's gonna be a nice little probably hug fest for a minute, and then look, man, if Chris Weidman loses this fight, yo, he's got to start asking himself some questions. Besides the UFC maybe saying, "Hey, see ya," possibly. But he's got to start asking himself some questions like, how many more times do I need to get, my head cracked open to, until I get the message that I'm done? Look, Weidman's going to go down as a legend on his own for technically knocking out Anderson Silva twice. But the first time, obviously, was the, where he caught him. That was a straight up knockout. I don't care what anyone says. Call it a fluke if you want to, but Anderson got cute and got caught. In the second fight, Anderson threw a kick and got broke. Excuse me. Then, but Chris Weidman's going to be a UFC Hall of Famer and all that stuff. What does UFC Hall of Famer really mean anyway? I was thinking about it the other day. I was like, does it mean anything? Like, if you're an NBA Hall of Famer, NFL Hall of Famer, all those kind of things, cool. Like, you're in a very small club. But UFC Hall of Famer is like, have they put any weight behind it? You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been hoping for like an MMA Hall of Fame where it could be from any promotion. But you need to have some kind of like or organized body to be able to do that shit where all the promotions agree that that's going to be the Hall of Fame. Instead, UFC Hall of Fame on their own. Anyway, main event, Derek Lewis against Alexei Oleinik. Alexei Oleinik, of course, one of my favorite heavyweights for the fact that he pulled out the Ezekiel choke. So goddamn nice and smooth. That dude's fucking nasty with it. You don't even see that shit coming. Edmund needs to leave Glendale Fight Club right now. Dump Ron as his manager and run to Canada or Florida. He's got too much potential to be wasted with those Glendale bums. Yes, I said it. I would love for him, and I hate saying this shit. I would love for him to go to Firas Zahabi and go train up there with the likes of a GSP and a Kevin Lee up in a TriStar Montreal. He'd be great there. But he needs to get away from Edmund. I know. Head movement. Nah, bullshit from the Ronda Rousey knockout against Holly Holm. Then knocked the fuck out on her feet from Amanda Nunes. The Lioness is the bad chick. But anyway, yeah, it just seems like that they put too much pressure on this kid. They did. They put way too much pressure on this kid, and he can not live up to it. And I saw a lot of people tweeting out that he had no heart. I don't think he's not. I don't know if he's that he had no heart. I think he realized he was outmatched. He got beat by a vet with way more experience than him, and a guy that at one point was thought of a possible title contender. So might even still be. But for the UFC to try to put this pressure on this kid as a main event and try to put him as a golden boy, I think it screwed him over. So that's definitely. I'm with you. I would love for him to go somewhere like I said, like a TriStar or like an ATT over, Coach Brown and hang out with Masvidal and train with Cole, with Covington and all of them. That to me would be the move. We'll see. Well, actually, Colby doesn't even train there anymore. I don't know where Colby trains. Colby will be dope to have as a training partner just for the wrestling and the pace. But anything else than that, anything other than that, it's like whatever. It's a gimme for Whiteman, or he's a bum. Yeah, I'm with you. Fuck that guy. It's the same as what WWE Hall of Famer doesn't mean much. It's whoever they want in there. Right. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't know what UFC Hall of Famer really fucking means. I don't understand. Like it's a nice little it's like when you retire, or not anymore, but back in the day when you retired, they give you a gold watch or whatever, and nice little party and shit. It's kind of like that at this point. Anyway, Derek Lewis coming off. He has two. Yeah, he's coming up to. He's at 2-fight win streak. Split decision win over Blagoy Ivanov back in at UFC 244, New York, November last year. And then this last February, decision win over Ilir Latifi. He beat up a midget. I'm just saying. No, Ilir Latifi is dope. He's legit, but that dude is just stocky and small. It looked funny to me. Then what else did we before that he had 2 losses. He got TKO by Junior Dos Santos, and then DC choked him out at the in this title shot. So but Derek Lewis is still fun as fuck to watch. Definitely someone people are gonna tune in and watch. And still the best Instagram page in the game. No question. Although I wonder if he's gotten like warnings or shit taken down because he's been a little milder. Alexei Oleinik, meanwhile, coming in with 50. This guy's record is 59-13. 43 years old, still fucking doing it. 59-13. I mean, I don't know how many of those were gimme fights, but he's been in the UFC for a minute. I think his first UFC fight was, I don't know, 2014, 2013. But this dude's got wins over. I know he beat Travis Brown. I think the first time I saw him pull that Ezekiel choke was like, it was like a fight night. It was in Phoenix, actually. It was the BJ Penn, Yair Rodriguez fight. Victor Pesta, that's what it was. And then he did it to Junior Albini, to the big guy with the diaper. He did it to him. But he was coming off, right now he's coming off a split decision win back in May over Verdum in a pretty, solid fight, I guess. So, anyway, that's what we got for the main event here. Heavyweights, not much on the line in terms of a title shot. Neither one of these guys is going to get it. But still a fun fight to watch. Dana has snubbed Jens Pulver for Hall of Fame for too long. Now it's bullshit. That I don't understand. How the fuck? Why is it? Does he have a problem? Hold up. My camera's a little fucked up. Is that better? There we go. Well, sort of. What the hell is Dana's problem with old Jens Pulver? I don't understand it. Everybody has been talking about he needs to be in that shit. And the fact that he's not is bullshit. And I wonder why. Like, has anyone asked Dana or sorry guys, my camera's like fuzzy shit. I need to move it. Nah, whatever. Has anyone asked him, Dana White, why not? Like, someone needs to ask that motherfucker that shit. I think put Sakuraba in there as sort of a Zuffa Hall of Fame. Really, yeah, from Pride. Omari Akhmedov is a tough outing. He definitely is. Like, I wouldn't say, like, again, Weidman should be able to win this fight. It's not, okay, it's not a gimme, but he should be able to win this fight. That's what I'm saying. If he loses this fight, he's got to start asking himself some questions. Do I really want to be here? Should I really be here? And I'm gonna fuck up the lighting. I got a little like ring light. Oh, that's much better. Sort of. Anyway. I got a little ring light behind the computer that I like. Otherwise, you deal with the lighting in this room and it sucks. Anyway, but then you got to start asking you just some questions. So I agree. Definitely one of those things where he's able to see what's up. So you guys got any topics? Throw them in the comment section. I'll put them up on the screen. We'll talk about it. Shoot the shit about anything, basically anything. I watched a lot of NBA this last week, so we can talk about that too. What else we got? So I read something earlier today, and I didn't read the article. I saw the headline, and I didn't want to read the article. I saw it on Twitter. It's Tyron Woodley's talking about he's going to fight Colby Covington soon. He's calling it the biggest fight of his career. First of all, the cliche saying is the next fight is the biggest fight of your career, which is, true, right? Because you lose this one, you lose that one, you lose the next one. It could be it. But we've been wanting him to fight Colby Covington forever. I have. I remember when he said, like, I'm going to go into like he was on the Instagram live. They were talking about him fighting Colby next. And this is when Tyron was champion. Tyron Woodley was champion. And he was talking about, like, this is the first time I actually want to go in there, hurt somebody, kill him. I don't know if he said kill him, but he really wanted to fuck him up. Like, he was, like, good old Tyron Woodley was pissed. And I was looking forward to that shit, man. Angry Tyron Woodley? I'm in. Let's go. Now, is Woodley actually going to fight this time? Covington has said that he is not. Covington said that Woodley hasn't signed the contract, which could just be bullshit talk, but who knows? I think Woodley will get a Grammy nod before he signs the contract for Colby. Tyron Woodley has he rapped lately? Has he put anything out? Because I haven't heard shit. Thankfully, I haven't heard shit. I don't want to hear shit. Tyron Woodley, I never want to hear another Tyron Woodley track ever again. It's one of those. I just don't want to hear shit, bro. Right. By the way, why did he think it was a good idea to put that fun in and why did he think that was a good idea? Like, I mean, okay, people, like, you could believe your own hype for a while, right? Fight game, basketball, anything. I'm assuming you can believe your own hype in, acting and singing and everything, right? Could you believe your own hype so much? People can hype you up and fuel you up so much, gas you up, that you think you could sing. You know what I mean? That's crazy. All right. What else we got? Throw out them topics, ladies and gentlemen. You guys want to talk about anything whatsoever? I'm down. What else we got? Oh, my back's all fucked up. Oh, Kevin Holland's got a new on the next UFC Vegas card. Is this weekend maybe? No, that's like August 6th or 8th. Joaquin Buckley, it's a new guy. So Kevin Holland will fight soon, so that's good. He wanted to fight Ed Herman, a fight that also fell out. Who's he going to fight? Shit. Oh, God damn it. I know. Meerschaert. He was going to fight that dude, Gerald Meerschaert. And Gerald tested positive for COVID. So, obviously, that fight dropped out. I think, right? That's what it was. Gerald Meerschaert. I think he tested positive for COVID. That's why that fight didn't happen. Yeah. Positive COVID test. So Ed Herman got pulled. Now, Kevin Holland was telling anyone that would listen, give me Ed Herman. He ain't got to fight. We didn't even know if Ed Herman was in the building. So, there goes that. But obviously, it ended up going down. I appreciate, that he wanted to do that. But commissions are very hard to get, like a literally last second fight to go through. I mean, this ain't, 93 in the middle of, Dayton, Alabama. where you could just throw fights together just for fucking willy-nilly and shit. You know what I mean? But yeah, that would have been interesting to see that actually went down. I was kind of hoping for some cowboy shit. Just throw them in there, fuck it. But I really had to doubt it. Top of the MMA signs former champion UFC Renan Barão. Renan Barão still fighting. All right, bro. What else we got? You guys see fucking? Oh, what did I see? That was like I don't understand at all. But hey, do what you do. Masvidal's playing cornhole. Y'all hear about that shit? He's gonna play cornhole. Word. Look, man. There's not a lot of guys having a lot of fun right now. Jorge Masvidal's having a lot of fucking fun. That dude's having a lot of fun. Oh, get the fuck out. Jennifer Maya's getting a title shot against Valentina Shevchenko. Okay. Sure. You know Valentina's been subbing chicks too, right? Not that she'll sub Jennifer Maya, but she ain't no punk on the ground, apparently. Anyway. I didn't realize that was a thing. I just popped up on my feed. But anyways, Jorge Masvidal having tons of fun right now. So that's a lot of you like to see that, right? Because he's getting paid. He's getting big fights. He's a big name. Still got a lot of hype behind him. And now he's having a lot of fun. Fuck it. Shit, he did that. I think for a while he took a little bit of a break. Like he wasn't getting any fight offers and shit, I think. And he jumped on that like reality TV show with I think Valerie Loretta might have been on it too. It was on like Telemundo or something. But that dude just likes to have fun. What else we got? Mike Perry's apologizing to the UFC. Promised to be a better role model. Nah, bro. Like, Mike Perry and role model don't fit. Like, those two things together just don't fit. I know you hate baseball, but players from St. Louis are popping hot for COVID, and NBA ballers are breaking protocol for the titty bars. Okay, let's talk about that. Now, I've been watching baseball. I opened my fucking mouth. And I did say before the season started, because I didn't believe at all that the Major League Baseball, the MLB, and the Players Association were going to come to an agreement to make baseball happen. Because that Commissioner Manfred, Rob Manfred, I think his name is kind of a dipshit. So I don't know what he is. I don't know the guy personally, but he's shown he's kind of stupid. So when it comes to these decisions, so they it went down. They started it, right? And yeah, who do we have? The Miami Marlins. Had like 14. So I've been watching baseball. I'm not even playing. I've been watching Diamondbacks baseball. That's what I said I would watch. And it's goddamn depressing. We can't hit worth a fuck and we can't stop anybody with a fuck. So basically, we're not worth a fuck. We're not doing jack shit. God damn. Let me tell you something about Arizona sports, folks. We have to, like, when you throw like skipping rocks, you got to have the perfect throw in Arizona and win a title. And it seems like the Mercury did it 3 times. University of Arizona did it once. Arizona State, for some reason, still is just like, oh, yeah, we went to the Rose Bowl that one time. Okay, you didn't win shit. I mean, you won the game, but you didn't win fucking title. But Arizona sports constantly just eats dick. I mean, Diamondbacks got, was it like a couple years in? They got a World Series. I was at that game 7, by the way. I was a little kid, though. But other than that, but I'm watching it again just because I said I would because I'm stupid. And it's only like, 50 games if they even finish it. But yeah, so Marlins tested positive first. Now the Cardinals are testing positive, so they canceled that entire series. I think with Chicago, whoever they were playing. So there goes that. And then Lou Williams. Now, okay, I like Lou Williams, so I would like to give him benefit of the doubt that he actually look, man. Have you ever been to Atlanta? I haven't, but I have friends that live in Atlanta, so I asked him about this shit. I'm like, hey, man, how good are the wings at places and strip clubs in Atlanta? He goes, dude, we legit go to strip clubs here for food. Like they're expensive ass places to go, but they go there for food. So I would like to believe that he went there just for wings, but I don't know, man. I mean, shit, dog. Like, that's an embarrassing story for Lou Williams. That's embarrassing for him. You know what I mean? But yeah, like players are like breaking protocol. What's his name? Rashawn Holmes. Rashawn Holmes used to be a Phoenix Sun. Now he's with the Sacramento Kings. So Kelly Oubre from the Suns tweeted out, hey, guy, to fellow players, like, hey, guys, if you order from Uber Eats or whatever the fuck, they'll bring it to the hotel, you can grab it. And Rashawn Holmes apparently did that shit. Got caught by the NBA, had to quarantine for like 8 days or 4, whatever it was. He had to quarantine again, right? Just in case. And Kelly Oubre tweeted out, "Never mind, LOL," or some bullshit. I mean, I died fucking laughing. But yeah, fucking they're breaking protocol. Dwight Howard got snitched on. They have a snitch line in the NBA. It's insane. Dwight Howard got snitched on for not wearing a mask. Right? Like, you're an NBA player. You have an 8-game regular season and then a playoff run if you make the playoffs. If you can't handle following some simple fucking rules in a bubble to keep yourself safe, and at the very least keep yourself in the game, like, what the fuck? Again, Lou Williams went home from some personal shit when stop the strip club to get, I get the optics look really fucking bad. But I like Lou Williams, so I would like to give him the benefit. I remember Lou Williams when they played with Allen Iverson, all right? They were teammates in Philly. That shit was fun to watch. So, yeah. Anyway. But yeah, breaking protocol. What else is and by the way, if you haven't watched the NBA, these motherfuckers haven't had shit to do for the last 4 weeks except play basketball and train. It makes them some close ass games, man. The Suns pulled off a big win over Dallas last night. We legit need to go. And we, because I'm a huge Suns fan. And shout out to Alex in the comment section, my boy. I know he is too. What's up, brother? Hope you're feeling better from I think it was yesterday, the day before. But drinking's fun. But it's been some close ass fucking games, man. Lakers beat the Clippers, which doesn't mean shit to me because they didn't have Lou Williams, they didn't have Montez Harrell, and the Lakers had everybody. And they still barely beat him. And Kawhi played like shit. But it makes fun games. If you guys aren't watching NBA, get over the whole taking a knee thing if that's what bothers you. Get over it because there's some good fucking games. Or don't get over it. I don't give a fuck if you watch or not. I ain't going to tell you what to do. Not going to lie. Consider breaking social distance for a titty bar. I think Texas had it right. Houston has drive-through. Houston or Atlanta has drive-through titty bars. Or, strip clubs. If you drive through, I haven't seen pictures or anything. I know there's pictures and video out there, but I wonder if these girls are wearing masks. Would that fuck with you? If you're driving through a drive-through strip club and they have a mask on, would that fuck with you? I would think you would fantasize that they're like Melina from maybe not Melina because she has a fucked up grill, but you would think it's one of the girls from Mortal Kombat with a mask on, Jade, whatever you want. You can think about that. You can think it that way. I mean, why not? What's up, Neil? What's good? Yeah, so plenty of shit going on in the sports world, but it's mostly weird shit. I don't think baseball finishes up. I'll tell you that much right now. I think baseball's gonna shut the fuck down. You know what I mean? And all sports are fucking crazy. The NBA is the only one doing it right. Hockey's kind of doing it right in their bubble stuff, but NFL is not even talking about bubble. Which if you can watch Major League Baseball, if you need a little bit of encouragement to maybe think about doing a bubble NFL, just look over at baseball. They ain't gonna make it. They ain't gonna make it. They're at that point where they're canceling games, and people that are sitting there going "Oh, well, why are they doing that shit? Fucking COVID's nothing, and everyone survives it." If all that shit was true, okay, why the fuck would they be canceling games? Why the fuck would they be canceling seasons and shit? This is real, folks. Quit bullshitting yourself. That it ain't gonna happen. It's the same that same process. Everyone goes, it'll never happen to me. Then it fucking happens to you, and you're the one going I didn't listen. Fucking no, you didn't. You know what I'm saying? This whole thing was fucked, and at least in the U.S., it was fucked from the beginning. The government from the very top all the way down to local fucked it hard, and we shouldn't be in this spot right now. Had we kept, had we used a little bit of common sense instead of we're American big balls. Now we're fuck, we lost more people than anybody else. Pretty sure. Maybe Brazil has this beat. I'm not sure. I honestly stopped looking at the news, man. I can't handle it. I can handle it, but I don't feel like handling any more than negative shit. Even if it's true, I can't handle any more negative shit. I get tired. So, but yeah, man, baseball ain't gonna make it, bro. Fuck, college football might not make it. What's up, Robert? Shit, I hear you. But I read yesterday. So the Pac-12 released their schedule, I think, last week, and the reason I even give a shit about that because I cover football. I have a football podcast for Arizona college football, and And obviously, I mean, I'm keeping an eye out for shit to talk. We haven't had shit to talk about because then ain't shit happening for Arizona. In fact, Kevin Sumlin's been fucking our team up. They're talking about us going completely defeated, which sucks, but whatever. But we do have, we are going to record an episode real soon. So if you're a college football fan, especially Arizona, I'll put that link out at some point, hopefully next week. But they put out the schedule, and then the Pac-12, and Pac-12 is mostly Western, Western and Northwestern teams. And the players apparently put out a list of demands that the conference must meet in order for them to not sit out fall camp and not sit out games. College football, when college players, when college kids have more sense than fucking adults do, goddamn. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit. So I don't even who knows what's going to happen. I think the only league that'll actually finish out is going to be basketball. You know what I mean? I think baseball gets canceled soon. I think the NFL is going to start and then end up getting canceled, or at the very least postponed. Look, the NFL is fucking huge and powerful. They'll find a way to keep it going just to be assholes. Straight up. You know what I mean? And baseball ain't going to make it. I think NHL will probably finish up. I think they're mostly in Canada, so good for those folks. They're smart as shit. Get the fuck out of the places. Get the hell out of the place, not taking this shit seriously at all. When you politicize anything, a disease of any kind or something that shouldn't be politicized, that's what happens. So, but I just don't think I don't know. I think the only one that'll make it for sure is NBA. We'll see though. Other than that, not much else going on. Fucking Seahawks are looking at Antonio Brown. Nah, dude, just re-sign Josh Gordon. Save yourself the trouble and the headache. Why the fuck would you sign Antonio Brown at this point? You sign him, he's 8. Well, I guess you just sit him for 8 games, and then you get, if you can get him cheap, you get a cheap, decent receiver. He's still got anything left. So that's something to look at there. What else we got in the MMA world? I'm checking the usual MMA rags. You guys know the ones. TMZ Junkie and MMAclickbait.com and all that. What else we got? Risen has a card coming up. 2 cards coming up. Okay. Contender Series Season 4 Week 1 weigh-in. Damonte Robinson misses weight. Don't know who that is. I feel like I should, though. Fucking maybe I'll watch it. Fucking Sean O'Malley and Cody Garbrandt going back and forth on Twitter is kind of funny. Because I think either guy can win that fight. But I think if Sean O'Malley loses that fight, it's way more embarrassing. And Cody Garbrandt has a lot to gain from that. They're talking about sending. Oh, yeah, there we go. They're talking about Cody Garbrandt getting the next flyweight card. Right, Edmonton. That's right. For hockey. What's up? They're talking about giving Cody Garbrandt the next fight at flyweight. That you're asking for some TJ Dillashaw shit right there. I don't know. I don't care to see it. I don't. I'd like to see him get another bantamweight title fight at some point, but not right now. What else we got? There's really not a lot to talk about today, folks. I'm sure I'm forgetting something that I'm going to be pissed off to the show. I do this all the time. The show ends and I go, fuck, I forgot to talk about that. So that's why I check, like, literally while during the show, I check all the headlines, all the rags to see what everyone's talking about. But if you guys have any topics you want to talk about, throw them out here. Say what's up, see what's going on. Is anybody like? There's a lot of colleges, like universities, opening up, and they're all talking about doing this safe and all this shit. And it's like, I don't understand how, like, gyms can be closed, but we're gonna open up the schools. Any of you that have kids know that it's impossible to stop a kid from touching their face. That's like the easiest way they get sick is going to school. Every year, kids go to school, and within the first month, all of them are sick. All of them get sick as fuck. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I don't know. Oh, that one dude, I forgot what state he's from. Louis Gobert. Rudy Gobert is a fucking basketball player. Louis Gomert, something like that. He was like, fuck the mask, all this shit, fuck COVID, it's not real. And I don't know if he said not real, but he said he was super anti, actually taking it seriously. and he caught the COVID. And I think his daughter came out and like gave him a ton of shit for it, something like that. It was fucking hilarious, but it's like, come on, dog, like be an example, man. Are we really gonna sit here and pretend like this isn't real? We lost fucking 150,000 plus people now. 2 that I know personally. Fuck. Like you could not convince me that shit's not that's not a fucking problem. You just can't. Whose heart is broken that Ellen is getting skull drugged through social media. And you talking about Ellen DeGeneres, dude? That shit was wild because I was just like, no, you see, Brian Callen got fucking accused of that shit of sexual assault. He got accused of rape, dude. Brian Callen. Now think about that. The Joe Rogan crew. That's 2. That's Chris D'Elia for like exchanging DMs and shit and texts with and emails with underage girls. Some that he claims he didn't know were underage, which, I don't know. I don't know nothing about that. I was always super careful. I'm always super careful. I was always super careful. But I think every guy is, like, for the most part. That dude, and again, I'm not Chris D'Elia. I'm not like a famous enough person where I get DMs from random chicks when I go into fucking town. So it has never been a problem. Believe me. Regular dudes don't have that issue for the most part of running into underage girls at bars and shit. People like Chris D'Elia have that's a real issue. Yes, Joe's round table of fucktards getting smaller, homie. Yeah, dude. Chris D'Elia, now Brian Callen. You know the one guy is gonna get out of the whole group, gonna get out of clean. It's not gonna be Shab. I think Joe will. I think Joe has too much to lose to get himself into some bullshit, but who knows? Ari Shaffir, for as terrible as he is, making fun of Kobe, rest in peace, of Kobe passing and all this shit, and all the awful shit he says, that motherfucker might be the cleanest out of everybody in that group. You know Joey Diaz got some skeletons in his closet like a motherfucker. But Brendan Schaub, yeah, I don't know. I don't care about Brendan Schaub. Fuck him. Ellen is a terrible gay. We don't claim her. That's a good one. Oh, boy. But yeah. Has Joe talked about, I haven't heard him talk about Chris D'Elia. Like whether or not, like what his thoughts are on it. I don't think he wants to talk about it. But he's definitely not going to want to talk about Brian Callen. Brian Callen is one of his best friends. Like Brian Callen and him are tight. So for sure his Twitter, and he never looks, but his Instagram and all that shit is like blown up. Like, well, what about Brian, bro? What do you know about Brian? For sure people want to talk about that shit. For sure. And if I'm him, I don't say shit. Because no matter what Joe Rogan says, it's not going to sound good for him. But the first thing's going to be, did you know? Like, dude, when Chris D'Elia got popped for that shit, got outed like that, every single one of his friends was distancing themselves. Like a motherfucker from this guy. Brian Callen did. Brian Callen kind of did. Him and Shaw were on there. I saw the clip. I don't watch the show. But I saw that clip where he was like he couldn't believe it. And I was shit. I'm gonna save judgment because he's still my friend and all this stuff. And I'm just like, I remember when I saw that, I was like, okay. I mean, weird, but all right. And then when it came out, Brian Callen's been accused. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Oh, Jesus. Ari's not clean. He has spoken on his podcast about how he doesn't like to ask for consent to choke girls and they often don't like it. He dosed somebody too. He dosed fucking Bert Kreischer. He dosed him. God, Ari's such a piece of shit for that. I would have kicked the fuck out. I would have beat the fuck out of him. I can't believe Bert. Bert's not an angry guy. But I would have hurt that motherfucker if he dosed. Oh, hell no. Oh, man, Brian Callen. Now, Brian Callen did tweet out some shit. Let me see if I can find it. He did tweet out something like right after all that shit came out about, I'm going to be on the show tomorrow on his, he's fighting the kid. And I'm not letting this cancel culture win. Oh, here it is. Okay. Let me see if I can pull. I'm pulling up his little statement on Twitter. It's fucking wild. These days, everything's fucking crazy. Here we go. He says, let me be clear. This is from Brian Callen. I think it's at Brian Callen. Let me be very clear. I have never raped, forced myself upon any woman, nor offered to trade stage time for sex, ever. Because that was the accusation that he said, oh, suck my dick, I'll give you time on stage. Anyway, continues. Ever. The horrific and false allegations originated in today's LA Times. It was an article. You can go find it on latimes.com. Will be addressed in detail in a special Saturday night edition of my podcast, TFAT TK, tomorrow. which it wasn't. I will not allow the cancel culture to subvert what I know as and as importantly, what these women know is the truth. Now, that shit ain't gonna fly right now, at all. Now, I'm while we're talking, I'm gonna see if that Saturday night show came out or not, but I have not seen anything from them. No, they haven't put any. Oh no, they put out. They're putting out episodes, but it's fucking it's Shab and some other dude. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this ain't fucking good for them. Oh, Brian Callen, you fucked up, bro. I wonder, there's gotta be a reason why that's you know, there's gotta be a reason why that's like why that's an accusation, you know what I mean? Let's see, I'm trying to find anything about Brian Callen. Rogan silent, Shaw silent, Diaz comes in for the what? I don't know. I guess Diaz must have said something about it. Joey Diaz. Though he's getting clowned. I don't know if you guys have Reddit, but the Reddit for the fighter and the kid, he's basically getting made fun of. Goddamn, everyone's moving. Joey Diaz is moving from LA. Joe Rogan's moving from LA. Theo Von's moving to Nashville. It's okay. Fuck it. I gotta put some of these up. These are fucking gold. Some of these are pretty good. I agree. No, I agree, Robert. I totally agree. Like innocent until proven guilty. Unfortunately, right now, that's not gonna fucking work. Right. No. You're absolutely right. Absolutely. You should always, in every single case, assume innocence before guilt. But in a world where we're currently, obviously in the Me Too movement, but where Chris D'Elia got called out and shit, and I get it. I get what you're saying, Robert. Innocent to proven guilty. Totally get it. 100%. The problem is that it does not at all apply to the court of public opinion. And that is what social media has done. It's eliminated that innocent to proven guilty. Completely. 100%. Eliminated. You can forget about it. As far as the public opinion, y'all can forget about that shit. That innocent proven guilty. You know it. I agree with you. It should be assumed innocent until it's proven. But as far as, like I said, social media, public opinion, forget it. What else we got? You're right, Liam. Bert is a massive pussy for not crippling Ari and willingly dosing him with MDMA. Yeah, he was fucked up. Apparently, Bert's wife is pissed and hates Ari. I know, but you cannot set moral standard, judge, and execute at the same time. Tyranny of mob. Right. But it's not the courts. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm with you. In the courts, it'll be just like that. It'll be innocent to proven guilty. 100%. If it gets to the courts, right? If there's any charges, anything like that. Unfortunately, the social media has created that you just mentioned. Judge, jury, and execution all at the same time. Totally agree. Tyranny of the mob. But that's what's one of the big things that's wrong with social media. That it's immediate, it's quick, and anybody can throw their opinion out, and that's that. So I get what you're saying, man. Totally agree. But it's never, ever going to happen on social media. Ever. And it sucks. Because if it's not true, if all these allegations counter are not true, it won't matter. That's going to follow him forever. Like, no matter what, someone's always going to bring that up. You know what I'm saying? Cancel culture is what, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, this stuff like this, you're going to love this. You're going to be my girlfriend. Like, I mean, some of these are pretty fucking mean. Let's see what else I can find on here. This one right here. I guess he must have said this. I believe that the Me Too movement is one of the most important movements of my lifetime. And it's weird, right? That I don't think a guy like that would say that if the allegations were real. Unless he thought he was never going to get caught. I don't know. I don't know what to believe about it. I really don't. It sucks because I used to go watch Callen every time he came in. All the time. Every time I came to town, I go watch him because he's funny. He's pretty funny. He's not like to me. I never miss Joey Diaz, or honestly Ari Shaffir. I never miss, and Tom Segura. But Brian Callen's in town. I'm like, I'll watch him. If he comes to town with Brendan, I don't do it. No, hell no. I'll never go watch Brendan. Brendan will never get a dime from me. Hell no. Eddie Bravo going to be the only dude untouched because he knows what's up. There you go, Neil. Callen was always sketchy to me. He tried to erase the Hollywood Predator conspiracies. I don't know. Honestly, I don't listen to the podcast. I don't watch the show at all. So I don't know what he said about it. But damn, bro. It's honestly bumming me out now that I think about it because I like Brian Callen. I think he was a decent dude until this shit. And I'm hoping, look, if it ever goes down, for example, charges or anything, and he gets cleared, I hope people are able to fucking like get the careers back if it's proven wrong, right? Like if it's proven that Chris D'Elia didn't do shit, which as fast as like social media moves, like we already stopped talking about Chris D'Elia. We haven't forgot about Chris D'Elia. Chris could probably go back to fucking doing stand up in small clubs and no one's gonna notice. But as fast as it moves, like a lot of these guys and girls don't get a chance to get the careers back, right? And it's social media shit. If you're gonna be in the eye these days with social media, the way it works, the way cancel culture as strong as it is, you can't have a misstep if you're that big. Like I can have a misstep. I won't because I'm not a fucking retard, but maybe that's a misstep right there. But like guys, small podcasts, small shows could probably have a misstep. Not that big, mind you. If it's criminal shit, no, hell no, it's over, right? But if you're that big, people are looking to bring you down. That's how it works. And it's fucking disgusting. Because everyone looks up and is like, I want to be like Mike. I want to be like Michael Jordan and shit. I mean, shit, that guy got so big, they had to make up something. He was so clean, they had to make something up for him. They say he's always he's a gambler. So the fuck what? You know what I mean? You mentioned Eddie Bravo and someone posted a pretty good post of why he's the only legit one in the group. Oh, I'm gonna have to see if I can find it on Twitter. Did you put it on Twitter? Give me a second, bro. Let's see. Did you post it in the comments? I don't know. Oh, I don't see it. I don't know. Anyway, but hold on, let me get back to the screen. Eddie Bravo is just jiu-jitsu. He's clean. For the most part, it's clean. There's been a few, but holy crap, I missed a lot. Wait, D'Elia absolutely did. Oh, man, I don't know. I saw D'Elia special. Ouch. That D'Elia special was not good, but it wasn't as bad as the Schaub special. I saw something where Ari Shaffir got hooked to a lie detector machine, and they asked him about Schaub special, and it was funny. I recommend it if you could find it because I only saw it for like a little bit. Music used to love Eddie Bravo, but Sweet Jeezy turned full on more. Eddie Bravo, you don't get to be where Eddie Bravo is without that kind of mindset. It's like, well, they're probably lying to us. Look into it. And a lot of people do that. And that's fair. So, yeah, best not to believe anybody and not have idol stage disappointment. I've always been against picking famous people as role models. Okay. Always. The only one I ever looked up to, which is fucking dumb and it's kind of stupid. When Charles Barkley came out with a commercial, he came out with a shoe. I think it was a shoe commercial for his Reebok shoes, right? And I bought them. I was a little kid. I begged my parents to get it. I had to bust my ass for fucking months to earn enough money to buy those shoes, and it turned out they weren't that expensive. But Charles Barkley came out with a shoe commercial where he was like, "I am not a role model." I'm like, goddamn right. Like, Charles Barkley to me was a real guy. He said, "Don't fucking follow me." Now I know it's a commercial, but I'm not a role model. Don't fucking. Charles Barkley threw a motherfucker out the window at a bar, and I was like, and I vibe with that dude. I was just like him, like growing up. I was a hothead. I'm way cooler now. Like if you guys knew me when I was in like up till about maybe second year of college, I was such a dick. I was a hothead, yo. Like I could get in a fight in a heartbeat. Then I grew up a little bit, so that worked out. But oh man, oh man, if I had the same attitude that I had growing up, I'd be in Twitter fights all the time. I think honestly, Muay Thai and Jiu Jitsu saved my ass from and MMA training MMA saved my ass from being a fucking prick still. When you get your ass whooped regularly at a gym by someone that doesn't look like they should be able to beat you up, yeah, that'll save you. All right, we got a couple more minutes here before we gotta go. So many fighters love conspiracy theories. Yeah, a lot of them, and some of them post about it, and you're like, what the fuck? Bravo would be the only one I could actually smoke or have a drink with. Yeah, I would love to hang out with Bravo just hear him talk. Like you couldn't invite Rogan to that because Rogan gets like super stressed out and like fed up with Bravo's shit. Like for example, Bravo's been in the podcast forever, but yeah, he's paranoid and silly as fuck. But I think he and Young Jamie may be the only guys in the clique that are clean. You fucking Jamie, y'all see? So Rogan's moving to Texas. I don't know where, but no one knows. Well, I'm sure someone knows, but still, Rogan's moving to Texas. He's taking Young Jamie with him. Good for him. I'm assuming Jamie doesn't have a family or anything like that. So why not head off to Texas, man? I'm assuming it's got to be near Austin somewhere. Sir Charles, that was back in the day. Sir Charles was the fucking man. I don't give a fuck about people that hate him or dislike him. Because that dude will at least tell you how he feels. Like he'll be honest about how he feels, right? You might not like it, but yeah. Maybe, but oh my god, flat Earth and everything is conspiracy. Yeah, it's who he is. He's to the point where all he says is look into it. Just look into it. I'm just saying look into it. Like he doesn't want to say anything because he gets dragged for it. I love Barkley, the only one who respects my Raptors, right? By the way, the fucking Lakers can't beat the Raptors with the shit. If people are sleeping on Toronto, they're fucking up. Toronto could come out of the East. I don't give a shit about no Bucks and no Celtics either. I love watching Young Jamie dressed down Bravo or Flat Earth because of the advanced science classes he took at OSU, Ohio State. Yeah. I watched that. Shit was fucking hilarious. And Bravo was getting pissed. Usually conspiracy theories about people being dicks are true. The ones about UFO, flat Earth, etc. are bullshit. Oh, the government just came out saying UFOs are real, so I don't fucking know anymore. Yeah, that shit came out, and that dude that Rogan had on the podcast a while ago that started saying that he saw them using anti-gravity technology, and they saw ships. You know, he saw spaceships and shit like that, and Hangar 4, 60, some bullshit like that. Hangar 6 or Hangar 64, whatever it was. And that dude was just like, I've been vindicated. I'm sure Eddie Bravo was at home going, fuck you, fucking you. Rogan's been talking about this shit. Okay. Yeah, I got to go in a minute. But he had Post Malone on, and I watched it today. I got about halfway through before I realized I need to be stoned as fuck to really enjoy this podcast. Because I hate talking to high people when I'm not. I don't know about and drunk people. I can't stand talking to drunk people or high people when I'm not in the same headspace because it doesn't make sense and it annoys. I don't know about you guys, but it annoys the fuck out of me. So, but watching it, and I got about halfway through and started talking about cloning and shit. I'm like, Rogan just found his soulmate. Like he was just like, fuck it, let's go in. And yeah, I need to finish watching that tonight. Hopefully, respect my Raptors. Look, you got to respect the champs so they get beat. Pilots and astronauts are saying this all UFO. They've been saying it for years. It's just now the government's saying it. Look, whenever the government comes out with some bullshit like this, it's just you ever try to get a baby to take a picture, or you ever go to like I don't know if any of you have kids, but if you take a baby to a photographer and you try to get them to look at the camera, they usually come up with a little doll like, hey, over here, over here. This is the government going over here to us, and behind their back right here, they're doing some bullshit. Pay attention, folks. Pay attention. They're like over here, so you don't look at the other hand behind their back doing some fucked up shit. That's been true forever. That's a conspiracy theory that I'll tell you it's got to be real. It is real. Okay? We get distracted with big shit that the government puts out, and as soon as I see something like that, I start looking around for the bullshit. So, but I don't know. Maybe that might just be me. I might be like a mini Eddie Bravo. I only guess the government has technology and hides it behind. We have seen UFO, etc. bullshit. Yeah. Area 51 just the test site for stealth planes. They got to be doing something in their military shit. So, all right, folks, it's gonna do it for me. It's enough. It's all my time I have for today. Got a good solid hour, and appreciate you guys tuning in. Again, if you're watching this, please hit the like button anywhere you are. YouTube, Facebook, Sportscaster. I don't know if Twitch and Twitter can do it. Or Twitch. I don't know if Twitch can do it. Periscope. I don't think you can do it, but whatever. Hit me up with a thumbs up if you can. If you enjoy the podcast, subscribe. We're on iTunes, Spotify. We're on all the shit. We're everywhere. Okay. Make sure you guys hit up my brothers. SWAT 1983 is Jesse. Kirby and Score MMA is Fred, and I'm at Ela32. Of course, the sponsors, RedTheWarriors.com is represent, and SpicySports.com. Hit those up. All right, guys. Appreciate the hell out of all of you. Actually, let me take these off real quick. Shout out to ELC. Alex was here. My brother Alex from nearby. That's my homeboy from college. Brando. Actually, he's been gone for a minute. I don't know if you're still watching, Alex, but appreciate you tuning in, man. Neil, Brando, Robert, Xerxes, always appreciate you tuning in, man. I actually love talking to Robert on here because we're kind of in the same headspace of what should be, but unfortunately, what should be isn't for them. Seems like these days isn't for the most part. We can talk about that later, though. Unbroken MMA, of course. Everyone else that tuned in, you guys are dope as hell, man. Otis was here. My brother Ash Lamprey. He's on Twitch somewhere. I know that. Liam, of course, and Laura. It was good to hear from you. It's been a minute. Yeah. So you guys are dope. We'll catch you guys on Wednesday night for Keyboard Warriors Live. Myself, Kirby, we'll talk about this last weekend's card. We'll talk about this weekend's card and the probable bullshit that's gonna happen between today and Wednesday. Now, you guys have a wonderful night, wonderful evening, wonderful day, depending where you are on the planet. Good night. Good night, Wilshire. Good night, Chicago. Catch you guys later.